Hey babes, and welcome back to another nail tutorial. If you'd love to see how I created this Valentine Coquette nail design in 3D bow, stay tuned.
She stepped out of a painting, a work of art of you. Walking to me is amazing. I will admire you. Long as you
Hey babes, we're gonna get right into it. So I already completed my fill, and but then I decided to start off with the bow. So I have a big rose quartz crystal that I'm resting my sculpting. What are these papers called? My sculpting paper on. I don't know what it's called. Oh, my nail form. That's what it's called. That I'm resting this nail form on. And then I was going to start and try to do the 3D bow with acrylic. Now, setting up this bow, as you can see, my beads were like too runny. I couldn't get the shape right. Like nothing was setting properly for me, and it was coming out too flat. I had even tried to double it up and fold it over to make it a little bit thicker, but that didn't even work. So eventually, after I finish this bow, I go in with a different material. But as I'm just letting you guys see my struggle as I tried to create this bow on these nails, y'all. And I wanted it so bad. I did. I really did. When I saw the coquette designs trending on Pinterest, I was like, oh my gosh, this is so cute. Like, it's giving a very innocent, sexy. And that's what I was going for my Valentine's Day look. But, yeah, these bows were just not it. Nothing about it was cute for me. But I kept trying. Like, I did not give up on this bow. But after I did this bow, I tried one more time to get it right again. And after this time, I was like, F it. I almost gave up on the whole design, but I was like, let me just start with a different portion of the design since this is so frustrating. So here you see me once again going at this bow, y'all, with this acrylic. And you see, my beads this time are way less wet. But still, she was not giving what she was supposed to have gave. And it was cute. Like, it was real cute. But it just wasn't what I wanted. So, after a while, I really just gave up on her.
Nowhere is ever too far, baby. All we got is time. A small town, run down, so let's run away from here.
I finished the bow full out, but I quickly realized, like, this is not what I want to put on my nails. This is not what I want to present as my work to the public. So then I said, okay, I shifted. I said, okay, what can I use instead of acrylic to make this bow? So I had some flex gel from Kiara Sky. Love them. And I was like, okay, let me try to use this. And that's exactly what I did. So that's what you see me rolling up in my hands right here. I'm pretty sure I put it on the screen eventually. Or I thought I put it on the screen eventually. Like, it's the Kiara Sky Flex Gel that I then pivoted to use to create this bow. And as you can see, it's coming together 10 times more easy. What I found best was to start in the middle, create the center part of the bow, then create the wings of the bow tie. After I got the wings shaped, I cured it for 60 seconds, rolled up another small ball, separated it down the middle, and made 2 ribbons. And then formed them to my desired shape and style. I say style because I could have made them go, both the same direction or flare out in one direction towards the other. I ended up making them flare in the exact same direction. However, I didn't show that part because, as you can see, my light went out. So I had to wait for my light to charge up a little bit so I can get the light back together. So this is after I created the 2 bows, way cuter than those first 2 I created, I know. And then I went over it with some gel polish. Now I messed it up here and as you can see, I had to pivot again because after I put this gel polish on, while it was on the paper, I did it too sloppily. So it stuck to the form and I couldn't get it off, and it just looked a hot mess. So I just had to, I was like, all right, I'm gonna leave this alone and start on my actual design. So that's what you see me doing here. I have this color, this old color from Tracy Nails. I'm pretty sure she probably has the same variation of the color, but in a different, maybe has a different name or a different polish. This is from her first line that she had put out there, Tracy Nails on Instagram, and I'll also have that in the description below. I'm taking my 9mm brush from Nails by Dev. You guys know I love this brush. If you watch any of my other nail tutorials, it's damn near the only brush I use to do nail art and design. So yeah, going in with this brush and that color, Get Throwed, I start on the ballet crisscross for those bow ties I just created. And once again, I just love how like innocent, sexy this design is, and this was like the most epic part for me. So starting with the first X, I create one line, to my desired thickness. I went ahead and cured that for 60 seconds. Then I started with the other line. Now, once I got that line to its desired thickness, I cleaned it up, any little mishaps or whatever, until it was finite in my eyes, cured for another 60 seconds. Went up to the next line, created that one, cleaned up any mistakes, cured for another 60 seconds, and so forth and so on.
Let's be in the present, I don't wanna sweat it, I just wanna start all over. Just wanna start all over. All over. Hop in my getaway car, let's go just for the night. Nowhere is ever too far, baby, all we got is time. A small town, run down, so let's run away from here. From the coast to the coast, where everything is clear. Follow me, from the past into the future.
And it's giving grown and sexy ballet dancer, and that's what it's supposed to have gave. So on to the next nail. Now I'm doing my deep set French on my pinky. I'm also going to do one on my index finger, but it's pretty self-explanatory. I don't do the A or the V to get my French right. I just eyeball it, and that's what works for me. I clean up any mistakes, and I cure for 30 to 60 seconds. For my middle finger, for some reason, I do not have the way that I rolled the flex gel up and put it on the nail. So hopefully in another tutorial or another design, I can, give that to y'all, but I didn't have it for this one. But what I do have is me trying to get this airbrush look, and that is what you see right now. So I took a sponge, dipped it in that color, just, kept pressing it on there and cured for 30 to 60 seconds. I wish I would have done it twice because I really think that would have gave it that it needed, but I think it still turned out pretty cute. And back to this deep set French because I wanted to have variation in the design, but I did not want it to be incohesive. So that's why I decided to do a French on the index finger and the pinky, but the bead work on both of the nails were different. So I also thought that added a little, quirky, sexy to the design. But yeah, as you can see, I'm just filling in that French I just made and cleaning it up after I'm done.
Sounds good.
And like, nobody loves a French nail like I love a French nail, baby. French is the only thing that goes on my toes because I'm usually doing something crazy on my hands, so I always keep my toes with a clean little Frenchie on her, okay? But like, I remember going into the nail salon as a kid and just seeing all the French posters on the walls in the 90s and like just absolutely loving it. And I just knew like as an adult, like this would be my life. Like I would just be getting French tip nails for the rest of my life. And here I am, French tip nailing all the time. Like all the time. Like if I go classy, I'm in a French tip. I don't care what shape, I'm in a French tip, baby, period. But yeah, I had this little speck on my nail and it was bothering me, but I realized it was laid under the acrylic. It wasn't nothing else I could do because I was not finna like do nothing about it. So we just moved on. And nails to the thumb, which literally is the same process as that ring finger. And I just made the desired line, cured for 60 seconds, another line, and that's how we get that cross effect. And I believe I thicken it up a little bit as I go along, but pretty self-explanatory. The same process I did for the ring finger, I just do it again for my thumb. And these two fingers will both have those 3D bows that I created on them as well. So I want to know, like, are you guys going to try this design? Are you guys obsessed with Coquette Nails? Like, I'm obsessed with Coquette Nails. Or, like, are you guys thinking about doing this for Valentine's Day? Do you have a Valentine's Day? What you doing for Valentine's Day? I know what I'm doing for Valentine's Day, but what are you doing for Valentine's Day? Let me know below. Let me know some new looks y'all want to see. What nail designs y'all want to see on the page. Like, what can I bring to you? I want to know. I really want to know, because I just be creating designs that I feel called to create. But you know, if you guys want to see something, or like the trend, or you know, just a person y'all want to see me draw on a nail, or some piece of artwork y'all want to see me do, just let your girl know below, and I promise we can make it happen, because I'm here to entertain as well as educate. So yeah, let me know.
I just wanna start all over. Just wanna start all over. All over. We don't need the memories, just need to wipe the slate clean.
Yes, ladies, getting back into this design though, I really love these crystals. Now they're not Swarovskis, so they don't bling blow blur, but they do bling, okay? And I was thinking about using them, but as you can see from me throwing them, I decided not to. I was gonna use these white pearls because they are Swarovski pearls, and I really like their sheen, the little shine they have over them. I really do. But I also decided not to use these because it was just too big for my pinky nail and I didn't like the way it looked. So I was like, all right, we're gonna go all pink. So I decided on using these pearls, real cute, and they're the exact same color. And I was like, yes, okay, bet. And this is the first time I ever got to use these pearls, so I was really excited. So I took this top coat right here. This is the Valentine Beauty Pure top coat. I really love the way it shines. It got a good coat shine to it. One of the best, okay? Valentino do a lot of everything best, so I'm just gonna put that out there. I took this rhinestone glue from Mary Kay. First time I ever used this glue, and I want to say, like, it's the bomb.kidsdcom, okay? Buy it, okay? Don't walk, run, buy it. You need it, absolutely, 100%. Worth your money. I decided to do 2 big pearls at the bottom, 1 big and 1 little at the top. Love the way it looked. Cured it for 60 seconds. Took that same gloss top coat and went right over both of my Frenchies, because I'm also going to be putting pearls on those. Earlier, I had mentioned that I had messed my bow ties up from trying to put gel polish on them while they were still on the nail form. So now currently, you see me redoing the bow ties because I jacked them Jones up. First, I started with the centerpiece, which is just rolling up a very tiny, small portion to be the center of the bow tie. Then I started with another small piece for the in butterfly part of the bow tie. I'm gonna call it that. I'm gonna call it the butterfly part because I really don't know what else to call it. And then once I got the right one shaped, I said, okay, well, let me do one on the left side. I was really trying to just use this wooden pusher stick to roll it into a ball so that it would be malleable for me to make into another butterfly piece. So I squished the top, then I squished the bottom, then I squished the side to get that triangle shape I desired to make a little butterfly for the bow tie. Once I was satiated with that, I went ahead and I cured it for 60 seconds and then began on the tails or the little ribbon pieces for the bow ties. I flattened them out with the pusher and I molded them left to right to get the desired shape, length, and tail pieces that I wanted. And that's what you see me doing here. I reformed them a couple times because I just didn't like how they looked. But once I got the desired shape, length, and directionality of the ribbon ties, I went ahead and I cured those for 60 seconds as well.
So let's run away from here, from the coast to the coast where everything is clear.
This did take some time. This is the first time I ever attempted to do something like this, as in make a 3D component out of flex gel. Like, that wasn't just a line, that was an actual like object. And honestly, I think it turned out pretty well. I would do it again, but once again, definitely take some practice, a lot of trial and error, and a lot of determination. So if you do try this or attempt this, instead of just buying your buying your bow ties pre-made as a charm or something like that, then definitely be patient with yourself, take your time, and keep going until it comes out the way you like. After it was cured for 60 seconds, I pried it off of this nail form by rolling it back and forth and using my wooden pusher to pick it off of the nail form. Once I retrieved it off of the form, I did a placing to see where I would want it on my pointer finger. That's not my pointer finger. On my ring finger. Took my glue, added a dab there, and added the charm on with some tweezers. My self-made charm on with some tweezers. Once I liked the placement, I cured it for 60 seconds. And then I went over it with some alcohol to get off of the tacky layer of the flex gel. And then I went in with that same pink Get Throwed that I used for the rest of the nail design, and I began to paint the bow. After I painted the bow, this one coat, I then cured for another 60 seconds, after which I went back in with a different pink. I went in with Tickled Pink by Kiara Sky. It was a deeper pink, and I thought that it would give it the right opacity so that it wouldn't be translucent and you wouldn't be able to see that it was made from a clear gel. I believe I added about 3 coats of this to get it to the right opacity to where you couldn't see it anymore. Well, couldn't see the clear anymore. And then I went over with that Valentine Beauty Pure top coat over the whole nail to really set it in place.
We don't need the memories, just need to wipe the slate clean. Go from chaos to the peace.
And this was before I added the top coat, but as you can see, it looks like a store-bought charm. I loved it. After this, I went ahead and I wanted to do my pearls to the rest of my fingers. So then that's when I added my pearl design to my pointer finger. I just did kind of a squiggly pearl line to it and cured it. And for the pinky, I just did 1 medium-sized pearl and 2 smaller pearls on both sides, and I thought it came out really classy, really cute, really cunt. And then I went ahead to my thumbnail. Now for my thumbnail, I was able to savage one of those charms I originally butchered by adding all that gel polish to. And basically what I did was I took my e-file in a very small bit and cleaned up all the gel that was around the bow tie. And then I added it to my thumb with that, once again, gel rhinestone glue from Mary Kay, and cured that for 60 seconds and began to do the same process that I did on my ring finger, which was paint over the bow tie, first with the Get Throwed from Tracy Nails and then with the Tickled Pink from Kiara Sky, cured in between each layer, and this was the final result. After I top coated, this was the final result. And guys, absolutely in love. So if you enjoyed this tutorial, this is the Valentine Coquette Nail design with handmade 3D ribbon bows. I'm praying you babes love this tutorial as much as I love making it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Love you. Later.
I hate
She stepped out of a painting, her walk of art.